I thought you would be mine this Christmas. Ring, ring, ring. Little bells ringing on the Christmas tree. Everything I do it with a...
Hello beautiful people, Adrienne here. Welcome back to my channel. Today is Vlogmas Day 7. And I'm going to be showing you guys how I accomplished my knotless braids. This was my first time doing it. And as you can see, at first I am detangling my hair. I had these twists in from a wig I wore. So I'm just kind of combing out some of the edge control and residue that was left. But other than that, my hair is completely clean. And yeah, I just got the courage to start this after watching some YouTube videos. I'm putting in some moisturizer in my hair just to make sure that it's not dry, because you know we want some hair growth after this process. And here we go, starting off with the parting. I don't know, in the videos that I watched, it made parting seem so easy. I have 3 mirrors set up, one behind me, one to my left, and one to my right. And it took me a minute to figure out like how to move my hand while looking at my reflection, because of course I move it the opposite way. So it was just really hard. As you can see, my hands kind of just moved around because I was like, where is my hand supposed to go? But it took me a while to get it. I was trying to do like the parting from my ear to ear, just to separate and section that off. It took me a long time. I had to go to my mom to see like if it was straight, because all the videos stress the importance of straight parts, and I was like, okay, I need to have straight parts. I want it to look nice. So I did that, and it kind of took me a while, but I eventually succeeded.
Crazy, I'm crazy. Better watch what you say to me, 'cause young swag got the...
I also use my phone to look and see like if it looks straight enough. I really wanted to utilize my time wisely, and a lot of videos said to get the parting done first, and that makes it go by faster. Was I successful? Because parting is probably the hardest part, and it still took me a very long time. I got this little part sectioned off in the front. I should have made it bigger, but you know, you live and you learn. And I'm putting in this jam just to make it easier to part it, and of course make the boxes that I'm going to use whenever I make my knotless braids look neat. Now here we go. I was super excited to start this process, but when I started I was like, what am I getting myself into? It took me a while, as you can see, to get that first little part down in the back, and it was a lot of like checking. I started to get a hang of like how my hands were supposed to move after I kind of moved my mirrors around a little bit more, and it was on and popping then to a certain extent. And I just want to say that I do not know how to scalp braid. I don't know how to do a lot of stuff with my hair, but I wanted to try it, and hopefully this encourages you if you have wanted to like do a protective style on your hair, but you know, didn't know where to start. It's going to take some time. It's going to be a learning experience, but of course once you get that first time done, it may be easier after that. I haven't tried it again. I've done locks on my hair before, but I got someone to do the parting for me, so this is my first time doing everything from scratch. And you know, will I do it again? I don't know, but I'm happy that I did it and didn't just stop.
I don't wanna die for them to miss me. Yes, I see the things that they wishing on me. Hope I got some brothers that outlive me. They gon' tell the story, shit was different with me. God's plan.
So as you can see, this part is not completely straight, but I was like, you know what, I think this is as straight as I'm going to get it. So I started to create the box. My goal was to do small, but I think they came out more of a medium, which is fine with me, or maybe a medium. And I was trying to be very precise with it because I really wanted it to be straight and start off on a straight foundation.
Bad things, it's a lot of bad things that they wish and they wish and they wish and they wish and they wish on me.
And after I parted it, I just put some gel on it and sectioned it off so it wouldn't get mixed in with the other hair.
Yeah. Hey, hey.
And after I finished that row, I saw that it was not as straight as I first started, so I had to go section off a little bit more just to make it straighter.
They'll bring the crashers to the party. And you know me, turn the 02 into the 03. Without 40 Ollie, there be no me. Imagine if I never met the broskies. God's plan, God's plan.
Here's a big time lapse, y'all. It took me a good almost 2 hours to even start a braid on my head. And I finally just decided I was going to move forward with the crochet method and rubber bands, because from the back of my head, it was just really hard to start feeding in the hair and braiding it. Like, I was getting very stressed out. I was reluctant to try the rubber band method just because I did that with my locks, and I was told that, like, you know, the rubber bands method is not necessarily the best for your hair. But my mom told me that I could soak the rubber bands in oil and that should be good. So that's what I did. I put some hair growth oil in a little container, and I soaked the rubber bands in them, and I just started going for it. So as you can see, I crochet the braiding hair 3 times through the rubber band. I don't put a lot of hair, and then after that I gel it up just to make it blend in with the braiding hair more, and then I start braiding as normal. So if you don't know how to braid, like not scalp braid but just braid in general, basically you're crossing over the outside pieces to the middle, so one at a time. And then I figured out how to feed in from a method I saw from a video. I'll show you again later on in the video, but basically I just lay the braiding hair how it is. I lay it flat behind the hair that I'm braiding and just keep braiding like normal, but I'll show you in slow-mo later on in the video. But y'all, it took me so long. I think this whole process took about, I want to say probably like 14 to 16 hours. I did go to sleep. I started around 6, but I really didn't start braiding until like 8. I stayed up until like 7 a.m. and then I took a nap, woke up at 11, and I finished from there around like 7. So it's a long process. As you can see, I have that braiding hair still like bent, like, you know how it comes out the package, and I just lay it flat behind the braid I have already and then keep braiding like normal. Finish where I left off basically. And I'll explain again if I can explain it in a better way. And I actually did figure out how to do the knotless method without doing rubber bands. Sometimes, you know, I did get upset because the crochet, I'll have to start all over again because I couldn't figure out like where the other end was. But this is a close-up of how it looks. Crocheting, make sure you close the crochet before you pull it through or it'll get stuck in your hair. Trust me, it happened. Pull it through and then make sure they're even on both sides. I kind of tighten it a little bit more so it won't be loose. Put that gel on it and then I start braiding. I make sure I have an equal amount of pieces for each part. And then, as you can see, I'm just crossing them over the middle hair so each side becomes the middle at some point. And I'm going to lay that hair behind it and just keep braiding like normal. I'll leave the video in the description below of what I watched to get that feeding method, because y'all, that feeding method is hard. I blended the braiding hair in that I'm feeding in with the 2 sides from the braid. So not the middle, but the 2 sides. And then I just cross it over.
Baby, you don't know what you do to me. Between me and you, I feel
But as you see, I finished. I was super happy that I was finished, but I knew I needed to redo some braids that didn't turn out the way I wanted. Like, see how like those middle two pieces, they weren't laying flat? I wanted to fix that, but I also cut like the little flyaways from the braids just to make it more neater. I redid that braid. Of course, y'all, these are not the best parts. These aren't the neatest braids, but I'm also happy I finished, and this is a protective style that I can wear for a little minute. Putting some mousse on it, letting that soak in. I got a little on my hand. Here it is from the back. I didn't braid it all the way down. I wanted to wet them and do a wavy method, but I did braid it down a little bit more because some of them unraveled a little bit higher. And then I'm getting some of this paper, I'm not sure what it's called, and I'm wrapping around my hair just to let it really soak in. And now I'm going to braid the ends of all the braids together in like 3 or 4 sections, and I'm going to dip it in water so it can, you know, come out wavy. And y'all, these braids did not hurt at all. No soreness to my scalp, nothing. After I unbraided them, I'm going to dip them again just to really lock in the waviness.
Turn me inside out, make my heart beat. Need no one else, you're all I need. Personality, everything you do makes me love everything about you. Your smile, your style, so fly. Can't deny, got a crush on you.
Now I'm going to blow dry it just to set it in even more, and also dry up the tips because my hair was super soaking wet. I'm spraying some holding spray just to set it even more because y'all did not want flyaways. I did not want none of that. And now I'm going to oil my scalp, and these were the finished products, y'all. I'm going to insert some pictures to show how I've been styling them, and I've had them up for not a month yet, but almost a month. Thank y'all for watching my video. Today's Vlogmas word of the day is knotless. Leave a comment down below of how you think I did in this hairstyle. I think I did pretty okay. Walk in peace and love, God bless, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.